Oh shoot, we're on. Sorry about that. This is just me covering up an incredibly bad beer pour. But welcome back, guys. Welcome to the channel. I know what you're probably thinking. Grant's doing another vlog style post, and he says he doesn't like to do it. So I'll admit, I apologize that you get to watch me in this format once again. I've got the heater on today because it's only 39 degrees outside, and it's really hard for me to pass up the great natural light that this provides me by having the garage door opening. So I'm going to hang out right under here for the show. But it's good to have you guys back. Well, I'm not working directly in the garage this weekend. I did get a chance to clean it up, you know, with all the nasty dirt, grime, gunk that falls off your cars from standby. Yeah, another disadvantage to the garage door being up are the vehicles passing by outside, so I apologize if you guys are picking that up on the microphone. But yeah, I was able to clean the garage out from that initial winter mix that falls off your cars, so that feels good. I was also able to organize my toolbox and the workbench, and so I feel like I'm setting myself up for a lot of opportunity to actually get going on projects in the garage. So I'm hoping in the coming weeks you guys have some of that to look forward to. Likewise, yesterday I spent most of my time cleaning out all of the insides of our vehicles and taking them all to the car wash between yesterday and today. I wrapped up today cleaning off my parents' truck that they let me borrow when my Jeep was down. Oh, and speaking of the Jeep, that thing goes up for sale February 1st, so if anybody who's watching is interested, send me a PM, I'll let you know more about it. Yesterday I also got an update on the mystery package, and I really thought I was going to get it yesterday, and you can probably see why I may have thought that. Yes, this bottom location is only less than 20 miles from my house, so I figured it would have been out for delivery yesterday. But I got an email today telling me today's Sunday. It's supposed to arrive tomorrow. Unfortunately, it requires a signature, so it looks like I'm going to be taking half a day vacation off tomorrow, but that's alright. I figure I will work on some YouTube stuff while I wait for the package. And then lastly, what I want to cover today is this comment I've been seeing lately amidst all of this YouTube creator rule change stuff, is people like to throw out the term either like accusatory or excusatory, that being, well, you just got into YouTube for the money, or, well, I didn't get into YouTube for the money. And so I want to take a moment to explain to you guys whether or not I got into YouTube for the money. And my answer to that is yes and no. And I think it's easier for me to explain the no part than the yes part first, but I really think this explanation covers both. So here it goes. I didn't get into YouTube for the money because what I tell people what I do with my YouTube channel, or the way I approach my YouTube channel, is I'm just doing my hobbies. I just happen to set up a camera on the tripod and hit record when I do them. So that answers the no part about it, but the yes part about it was the way I kind of got into it was, I've said it on this channel time before. Maybe you already know this, maybe you don't, but I work at the same place that Greg from Greg's Garage does, and I remember when I first started working at my company that we both work at, and this was in our old office before we moved, and, you know, we didn't really know each other, but one of us got on the topic, either he got on the topic of YouTube or I got on the topic of I was podcasting, and he sort of was asking me, well, so do you make any money out of that? And I said, well, no, I don't. And at the time, when I was podcasting, I was doing enough, I was just selling enough advertisement, I would do live reads to cover the cost of operation for a year. And then he started explaining to me how he made money off of YouTube. And it got me thinking, if I'm really going to, even though these are hobbies of mine, these are pastimes, But if I'm going to spend this much time away from my wife, if I'm going to do all this stuff, it's easier for me to justify if I make money. So, and at the same time, if I didn't end up making money out of it, not a big deal, because they were my hobbies and I was going to do this anyway. So that's how I approach this. It's not that I got into YouTube to make the money, but I saw a much better opportunity to make money off of the things I like to do. So I think for me, as I see this phrase thrown around in people's comments, people's other videos, I just think like, guys, I think you're looking at it all wrong. And again, you can get as aggressive with this stuff as passive with this stuff as you can dream. I mean, the monetization just from Google AdSense, from all of the high profile channels I follow, they tell me that's actually like one of the least lucrative opportunities of all of this. But for me, it's the perfect first stepping stone. Like, I want to get this thing established first before I start looking into other endeavors. Now, with all the new rule changes, it has made me think, well, maybe I should start looking into those other endeavors a little more prematurely than, you know, my process. But before we close it down, I'm going to take another swig, ponder if there's anything I left out, and then we'll close this thing down. Alright, so the only other thing I'd like to add is today we are drinking Boulevard Brewing Company's Irish Ale. It's a seasonal, obviously for St. Patrick's Day. It's not even February yet, as my wife reminded me. It's a red ale. I guess I like it. I'm glad I only bought a 6-pack though. I'm not sure. Like, it's not going to be hard for me to drink this 6-pack, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to really go out of my way to get it again. It's a little tart, little hoppy, a little bit hoppy for me, but I prefer more of stouts and ales, brown ales, more than. But I do like a good amber beer every now and then. You know, Amber Bock's a pretty good one that you don't mess up. But again, guys, now that the garage is clean, now that the workbench is a little more clean, I really want to go through it in a little more depth here in the future. But now my toolbox is more organized. I really think you're going to start seeing some actual project content out of me before long. Although next weekend I do plan on being on the road. I got some surprises in store there as well. But that's going to do it for this Shop Talk with Hops. Until next time, peace out.